Good morning, my boys. Today we shall work out the activities of lesson 7, unit 3. So, question number 7 first, that is comprehension exercises, and lesson 7, question number 7 is obviously MCQ test. You have to pick out the correct alternative. 7a, the cat saunters down his own backyard. That is option number 3. Question number B, the cat skips to the roof of an empty shed. Option number 2. Though here there is a printing mistake. Here shed has been written SHD, but it should have been SHED. You have to correct in your own books. So the cat skips to the roof of an empty shed. Option number 2. Question number C. Exiled in a new land, the cat would have to learn new geography. Option number 4. Okay. Now come to the question number 8. And you know, MCQ questions and these questions as given in question number 8, these questions always carry 1 mark each. Here you have to complete each of the following sentences with information from the text. Not much information. Question number A, 8a. When the family gathers round the fire, when the family gathers round the fire, the cat, after that there is a blank and you have to fill it in with the information from the text. What should you write here? Read again. When the family gathers round the fire, the cat, just have a glimpse at your text. There you will find the answer. The cat casually goes out of the room. So you have to write casually goes out of the room. Okay. Question number B. The cat droops his head nearly to his paws, and after that there is a blank and you have to fill in. The information that you should write here would be, and sends across a call to his kindred, and sends across a call to his kindred. Next, question number C. Cats go for sport to the suburban backyards as just you have to write only 3 words. They get older. Nothing else. That is sufficient for having 1 marks, for getting 1 marks. Cats go for sport to the suburban backyards as they get older. Okay. Now question number 9, cause-effect chart. You have to fill in the cause-effect chart, and such questions always carry 2 marks each. So you have to write the complete sentence. 9a, it has been written in the column of cause. The cat has many enemies. So you have to write effect. You have to write your answer in the effect column. So if the cat has many enemies, what should be the effect? Just look at your own textbook and you will find the answer. He looks keenly from side to side and moves noiselessly. He looks keenly from side to side and moves noiselessly. That is the answer. Now question number B. The cat stretches himself a few times. The cat stretches himself a few times, and you have to write in the box of cause, in the column of cause. So you have to answer the cause of such activity of the cat. So now you have to ask yourself the question, why? Why does the cat stretch himself a few times? And you will find the answer. So you have to write in the cause column, the cat wants to see if every muscle is in full working order. The cat wants to see if every muscle is in full working order. Okay? Next, question number C. The cat knows his friends and every landmark in his old house, in his old acquaintance. The cat knows his friends and every landmark. That is written in the cause column. So you have to give your answer in the effect column. So you have to tell the effect of such activity of the cat. What would be your answer? The cat does not like to leave the place that he is acquainted with. The cat does not like to leave the place that he is acquainted with. Okay? That should be the answer. You may change your language. Your language may vary, but the answer is it. It is the answer. The cat knows his friends and every landmark. That is the question given to you. That is the information given in the cause column. And you have to write the answer in the effect column. And the answer should be, the cat does not like to leave the place that he is acquainted with. Okay? I am repeating only to help you to comprehend everything. Not only you should not get the answers only, you should learn how to answer. That is more important, because such questions will not be set in your exams. You have to be ready. You have to prepare yourself for any such questions, and that is why I am repeating again and again. Now it's time for us to work out grammar. Grammar questions. In this lesson, you have to learn two grammatical items. One is splitting and the other is joining. You have already learned both of the items, because in the video uploaded in YouTube, I told you about splitting in part 5, and it was uploaded on 17/4/20, 17th April. On 17th April, I told you about splitting. We have a discussion about splitting on 17th April, and it was uploaded as part 5 of our YouTube class. So let's start splitting. 10A. They postponed their visit as the program was called off. They postponed their visit as the program was called off. We have two clauses here. They postponed their visit, and the other is as the program was called off. You have to make two simple sentences first. The first simple sentence would be they postponed their visit and the second sentence would be the program was called off. As must be removed because it is the connective. But now you have to assemble the sentences. They postponed their visit. The program was called off. Just try to understand. The program was called off first, and after that they postponed their visit. So the first sentence should be, the program was called off. And the second sentence, so you have to add a so. So they postponed their visit. Now you may ask me the question, sir, why we have to use so? Because the connective is as. At the beginning of the subordinate clause, there is a connective as. As is uh, the word that denotes the reason. So, when you are splitting, you have to remove as, and that is why in the second sentence, at the beginning of the second sentence, you have to use a linker so. Then the two sentences are, the program was called off, first sentence, and the second sentence is, so they postponed their visit. Now, question number B, 10B. Having fought the battle, he returned victorious. That is a simple sentence. So, there is only one clause. Having fought the battle, this is a participle phrase. And he returned victorious. That is the only clause you find, but you can never call it a clause because there cannot be a sentence with a single clause. It is a sentence. It is a sentence, simple sentence. So the sentences after splitting should be, he had fought the battle, full stop, he returned victorious. These are the two sentences. He had fought the battle, full stop, he returned victorious. Now, you may ask the question, he had fought the battle. Sir, why do you use here past perfect tense? Only because he fought the battle first and after that he returned victorious. Okay, so two actions done in the past. The first one of them must be in, the previous one of them must be in past perfect, and that is why he had fought the battle, and the next one he returned victorious. This is in simple past. Now come to question number C. He poured some water into the glass and drank it. That is very easy, compound sentence and joined with the conjunction and such sentences are very easy to split. He poured some water into the glass, full stop, he drank it. You can easily answer such sentences. He poured some water into the glass, full stop, he drank it. Next, question number D. He was afraid lest he be proved guilty. That is a bit complicated, a bit not difficult to answer. He was afraid lest he be proved guilty. The two sentences would be, he might be proved guilty. He might be proved guilty. For lest, you have to remove lest, and that is why you have to use might, because there is a possibility. He was not sure to be proved guilty. He was afraid that he might be proved guilty. That is why the first sentence would be, he might be proved guilty, full stop, and the next sentence, second sentence would be, so he was afraid. He might be proved guilty, first sentence, so he was afraid, the second sentence. Now come to question number 11, that is joining. Joining. The first sentences are 11a. He is wise, he is brave. He is wise, he is brave. You cannot join these two sentences with though or although, because there is no contradictory information here. There is no contradictory information here. So, though cannot be appropriate here. You may easily join into a compound sentence, but I think that would not be a good effort on your part. He is wise and he is brave. He is wise and brave. No. That is not be a proper effort on your part. Rather, you should write, besides being wise, he is brave. Besides being wise, he is brave. It would sound smarter, isn't it? Besides being wise, he is brave. Now come to question number 11b. My grandfather lives in a big house. The house is by the river. That is very easy to join, and you have been joining such sentences since you were in class 8 with relative clause, isn't it? So, my grandfather lives in a big house which is by the river. My grandfather lives in a big house which is by the river. Using relative clause, you can easily answer such questions, and you have been doing it since you were in class 8. So, this is very easy for you. Now, 11C. I got a new book. I felt happy. Just try to notice these two sentences are related with each other as a cause-effect structure. I got a new book. What happened so? I felt happy. I felt happy. Why? I got a new book. So, you may join I in this way. I felt happy because I got a new book. You may also do, as I got a new book, I felt happy. But if you write the adverbial clause first, as I got a new book, you have to put a comma after book. So, you may answer in twofold ways. I felt happy because I got a new book, or as I got a new book, comma, I felt happy. Next, 11D. Muskan is sick. She could not attend the function. That is also cause effect. Muskan could not attend the function because she is sick. Okay? Or, as Muskan is sick, she could not attend the function. Okay? So, we have completed the comprehension and grammar part of our activities, but the writing is still left. And the next day, tomorrow, we shall work out the writing activity, that is a notice writing. I have told you about writing notice earlier. So far I can remember on 25th April 25 in the video part 12. Still, I will tell you tomorrow again about it, and I shall work it out for you. So, goodbye for today.